All right, Ty, here we are, live on Pandora, week 10. We made it to week 10. Thank you for joining us. We're here, Zach Pempers, Joe Dunnigan.
I got sent this article in my group chat with some buddies from high school, and we talk about all types of random stuff all the time. And he sent in this article about the kid that won the Powerball. He was like 20 years old, working as like behind like program screening or something. I can't even remember what he said he was doing. But as I was reading this article, it was interesting because the first thing that he said was, you wouldn't believe the power of positive thinking. And that was one of our subjects last week, as far as working on our positive affirmations and when we're doing our meditation and reinforcing that type of, thinking and mindset. And it was like, this guy was like, I believe so much in the power of positive thinking and speaking stuff into the universe. I know this is why I won.
With so much negative energy, there's actually a ratio that they talk about. It's you can call it the positivity ratio. There's a couple names to it, but the one I know it by is the Losada principle, or the Losada principle. And it's spelled Losada. So the Losada principle. And it talks about the sum of the positives to the sum of the negatives. And it actually says that for every negative comment or every negative person or every negative thought that you have, it actually takes almost 6 positives to overtake that one negative. So if you want to be a great team, if you want to be a great company, you have to have, for every negative, anything that comes in. So if you have a teammate and then he's just saying negative things. Oh, we're not going to beat this guy. This dude's too good for us. So those 2 negative thoughts right there, you need 12 positive thoughts or comments coming out of the rest of the team in order for you to be a great team or a great company. It's an actual ratio. There's actually a study behind this. So a lot of people out there thinking like, all these dudes talk about is positivity. Oh, if you're just positive, it's just going to be and most people are they're just laughing about it. They're just like,
of course.
Yeah, all you got to do is be positive. Like, all I got to do is think positively. I'm going to win the lottery like the Powerball winner. Well, you know what? There's actually a ratio to this that they studied multiple companies, multiple teams, and what makes a great team or a great company is a 6-to-1 positive to negative ratio on every negative to every positive. It's ridiculous, and it's mind-blowing when you actually think about it, is that negative thought or that negative comment that somebody says to you or that you say to somebody, think about how long that stays in your head for.
Well, part of that is not caring what others think about you, because at the end of the day, you have to, look at yourself in the mirror after each day and you live that life. No one else is living it for you. So, you can't worry about what everybody else thinks of you or what people think of the things that you're doing. In your mind, you have your own dreams, you have your own inspirations, and you got to live that out, no matter who has an opinion, no matter who says something against what you're doing. At the end of the day, you know what's best for you. You know who you are. And some people, even if you don't know who you are, it's part of the journey of figuring out who you are. They can't tell you who you are. You have to live it out.
I think we've gotten away from kind of caring for each other and loving each other and just kind of, like how we talk about when we like chick flicks. And I feel like sometimes if a kid likes a chick flick and you make fun of them, what are you, a girl? What are you, a girl? That actually affects them a lot. I mean, I know back in the day, me and Joe grew up in a time when it was like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But actually words are pretty piercing, and they can affect people's psyche no matter how old you are, whether you're a teenager or older. And nowadays, man, or even back in the day, dude, kids are just mean. Like, even I was a little bit mean back in the day. Kids are just super mean. And I think we have to help our youth. And not even only our youth, because mental illness, is a disease that affects everybody, no matter what age you are. I think we have to start helping each other and caring for each other in the fact that, and this is kind of what me and Joe want to do, is help each other with dealing with these situations.
Actually, a little bit afraid of that one, because pre-show, you usually go over what the curveball is going to be, and you didn't. So I was going to feel like, what the hell are you going to say to me right now?
I read a quote that said, there's one corner of the universe that you can be sure of actually improving, and that's yourself. I just felt God tearing at my heartstrings. You know, he was just like, hey, man, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And I'm up there crying, and she's blessing me. I don't remember any of the blessings she said. I don't remember what she looks like, but it was just this higher self, this source was calling to me saying, I'm here for you. You know, trust in me, trust in the higher source, trust in the universe, and I'm here for you. And sometimes, whether you're in whatever kind of church, God, the spirit of that's way up there, whatever you believe in, which me personally, my true belief is that I think that your higher self is up there, and I think there's angels there to protect your higher self. And I think God, who is equal amount of guy and girl, there's no feminine or masculine side. He's just complete. God is just a complete combination of everything, is there to support everything that's deep within you. And everything that's deep within you, your desires, your passions, everything is supported by this huge energy of God. And that's what was tugging at me. And that's the experience that I had. I went to a Christian church to experience that. But in the end, it was just the higher self that was calling out to me saying, you're good, you're supported. You know, everything's going to work out for your desires, for your good, for what you want. Everything is going to work out. Don't listen to, you know, society. Don't believe in what you're supposed to believe in. Don't believe in what you're supposed to do. There's nothing that you're supposed to do. Whatever you feel within inside of you, and this is where I believe the spirit is, and I believe it lives on forever. And you know, I believe in reincarnation, because I don't believe the spirit, the soul ever dies. It goes somewhere else. Energy is energy. And so you're supported by the universe, by God, by whatever you believe in. And whether you believe in a God or not, believe in the universe, because the universe has so much energy in it, and it's supporting you no matter what you want to do, what you desire.
Yep. And, you know, it's important that you say that, because, you know, I'm more of the believe in the universe person. And, you know, you just talked about believing in God. You know, so there's that's the same thing, getting back to what I said, is there's no right or wrong here. You know, the way you go about it, or the way you think about it, you know, or how you kind of get in touch more so with yourself. And that's the important thing that you're talking about. You know, you're talking about God, but you're talking literally, you're talking about getting in touch with yourself that you were just describing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of the important part, is like, you're not talking about, oh, you know, I felt like, you know, this was getting me here. You know, you're literally saying, I felt like all of this inside of me, you know, and you're literally feeling that, and you're now, you know, believing that. You're believing in that, in self, you know, and that's in actuality what you're doing. You don't realize that you're doing it at the time, but you're just like, what is this? You know, and it's just like, that's what we were talking about meditation a little bit ago, and why I think it's so important, because I think it's, you know, for me, it's like an out of body, you know, you know, you're just kind of you're traveling all around in your body, you know, and you're kind of feeling every part, every finger, every toe, every, you know, heartbeat, you know. And, you know, I like to, you know, it's like, to go back to a couple weeks ago when we were doing that, and talking about now, you know, travel out of body, and, you know, see yourself where you're at, you know, now see yourself here in this place, and keep going deeper and deeper, you know. And it's like, that's what I'm like, and now every time I meditate, I'm doing that, you know. It's like, it's just like, it's like an out of body experience now. And it's like, I'm not only getting in touch, you know, in my meditation, you know, and getting that in, and getting my, you know, mental stuff in, but now I'm getting in touch with my spirituality. I'm getting in touch with, you know, my spirit is what's traveling, and my spirit is what's, you know, kind of what I'm feeling, you know, come out of my body, and be able to just kind of see things that I didn't believe that I could see or do, you know. And then I'm starting to believe it even more so, you know, because I have literally every bone in my body against it, but now I have my spirit against it too, you know. So, and that's why I talk about the physical doesn't even matter anymore, because at that point now I'm thinking about, well, damn, I got my spirit in order. Now I don't even care about the physical anymore, you know.
Be okay with the frustration.
Yeah, that's huge.
You know, and that's just kind of what I just had to add that, because it was so awesome when he said it. I was like, dude, that's exactly, like, you can't push the frustration away, and you can't be like, no, I don't want to be frustrated. Like, you have to be okay with the frustration, because like we always say, that's part of the process. You have to allow the frustration. That way we can grow and learn from the frustration. So please, 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 please be okay with the frustration. Please.
Yeah, man, that's a great way to end, because that's just the perfect saying. Like I said, there's always stuff that comes up that even surprises, we surprise each other. Like I said, that's the whole point of doing this, is that, we're, it's not only us, feeling like we're a great team, but it's like we're literally learning from each other each time, and that's what I love about this. It's raw, it's live, it's just ready, and it is what it is, and I learn something new every week. And Zach always talks about stuff that he's learned, and then talks about and implements it in his show. And I mean, it's like I said, it's great, it's wonderful, and I hope you guys are enjoying every part of it. I'm enjoying every part of it. Like I said, me learning new things every week. I implement it literally the day of. I'm like, okay, I got to do this. And it's like, you just say that, like, that just clicks so much, where it's like, accept the frustration. It's like, oh.
I recommend, if you heard something that you never tried before, just try it out. Give it a try. Joe's real simple. He likes to, breathe, listen to music, and visualize. And that's all stuff that you do on your own. That's sitting with yourself and just loving yourself, and self-care and self-talk. And it's all yourself. So we have motivators around us, but really in the end, it's all in your own mind. So hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on our email, hit us up on Instagram, share videos, send us private messages. And we love you all. Thank you for joining us again, and share this with somebody that may not have heard this or may need some help. And 10th episode, baby. 10, baby.
Double digits.
You
have as many episodes as fingers.
Oh, yeah. And we got to reach fingers and toes, even my fungus toes.
That's gross. Disgusting. Wow. I'm eating the Airhead right now, too.
Oh, I love Airheads.
Yeah, it's starting to taste like a toenail, though, so I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, because you're visualizing it.
I know, and now I can taste it.
Yeah, stop visualizing it. Make sure you don't visualize what you don't want.
Power of the mind.
All right, everybody, thank you for joining us again. We love you all. Life on Pandora. Joe, I love you, bro, and keep freaking doing your thing.